Hello all, welcome. Yeah, so we're going to be working on de-ringing this beauty today, and hopefully everything goes okay. I do not 100% have all the right tools. As usual, I don't. But we're going to attempt to do it anyway. I have done several of this de-ringing before, because that's just what I do to get what I want out of these planner covers. But I also have not filmed it because the angle is kind of awkward the way that I'll be doing it. So here's to hoping that it works out well. I do have underneath this white that you see is a glass table, y'all. So pray for me. Housekeeping. Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Tamara, the Paper and Pen Girl. If you are new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you do subscribe to my channel, please leave me a message letting me know that you did subscribe so that I can welcome you to the channel. For those that are not new, go ahead and hit that like button. This is going to be the first step in setting up one of my new minis for 2019. Whenever I am setting up my mini setup is definitely different than my classic size setup. My mini, to me, I think is a lot easier than my classic, because my classic size planner has so many things that is inside of it and that I use it for. While my mini is, yes, it's functional, but it's also like I get to have so much fun inside of my mini. It's the fun thing that I do. It's all the errands that I have to run while I'm out away from the house, but I'm also going to be including some new things in for 2019. To de-ring this, there are several videos that are available on YouTube here. I will try to find one or two of them and link them down below in the description box of this video for you, so you can have some additional resources to be able to use, including my video, because I might not do it the way you want it to be done, or you like it, or you find that you can do it. The first time that I de-ringed one of these, one of the suggestions was to actually slice this open with a X-Acto knife or scissors or something like that, and that is exactly what I did. But then I did not have a way to close this back, so I decided that I would not be slicing this open again. The reason why you would slice it open would be to take out the portion of the ring mechanism that's left inside of here, but I'm going to leave it in there. I'm not going to take it out, and I'll show you what that is. I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to leave it in and pound it down, and you'll see. You can use one of these wire cutters. You should really have a needle nose plier, a long needle nose plier that you can use, but I'm not going to purchase a long needle nose pliers to use, so I have this other rusty looking wire cutter. This wire cutter honestly is probably about 10 years old, if not more, and so that's why, yeah, no. So that's it. So one of the first things that I do, which you don't have to do, is I actually pick these little pieces off, because it just makes it a little easier. So these things come off real easy. I'm not going to be reusing this binder mechanism at all. It's not going to be used again. So I just pick this part off. And then I go under here. You can see that it's a bit open, so I go under and I bend this up. I try to bend it up, and I bend it up so that I can see there better. Okay, so I can get a closer look to that. Now, see, that is what you are going to want to get rid of. Two things can happen here. If you are going to pull this, you might rip your planner cover right here. You might rip that off. So you want to be very, very careful with this. So even though I am being a little bit, rough with that, I'm not so rough. And I am going to use the other one to hold it. I just want to get this up enough, whoop, so that I can get under here. Okay. All right. Now I'm just sharing with you the way that I found to do it. That was easier for me. It might not be for you. So, okay, hold on. There. So you see how that's coming up? Hopefully you can see it. I don't know. You see it's poking up? Okay, so that's what's going to happen, and why you need to be careful. All right, so let me try and hold this with one. Y'all, this is not easy trying to do it on camera for y'all, especially the way that I'm doing it. It's not easy. Okay, so I'm going to try to get underneath. Okay, underneath that. So where the bottom part is, I want this to try to get underneath it. But I want to get it underneath it without okay, so one, I can see I can get there. Okay, I want to get underneath it without clipping the fabric. Okay. So I'm lifting it up. So it's lifting a little. I don't know if you can see it. Lifted a little on that side. So let me lift a little bit more on this side. And that will allow me to get underneath it. And then I can hold it underneath while using the other one to pull up. Okay, there we go. I got it. So now I'm going to grab this one and pull. Because it's going to pop right out. See there? Hopefully you can see that. So I just want to make sure, let me press down, because I do not want that to tear. So it does take a little bit of a surgery to happen. So that's one side. I'm going to start working on this side. I usually do both sides at the same time simultaneously, because sometimes you'll find that one is easier to come off than the other. All that cracking is just the side breaking. You gotta have a little bit of muscles here to get this done. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to do it if you're trying to do it where you're not taking the stuff off. And it's also a little bit easier when you're not trying to do it on camera. Lord. Just gonna try to see if I can help this to separate a little bit. And I promise you, you're going to take some time to turn. You could slice it if you so want to, and it might be a little bit easier for you that way, but I do not like having the thread, because the thread is going to come out of here. It's going to come from right here, and then you're... I can't do it. My planner cannot look like that. Cannot look like that. So you definitely need both of these. Bam. There you go. So that's off. Okay. So let's see. Oh. And it just kind of ripped it a little bit. Well, it didn't rip it. This right here, it nicked it. So you got to be careful with that too. All right, let's see. So you can do it if you want to do it, but just, guys, be careful. Gotta be careful. There we go. There we go. All right, so this is off. And it would have been off a little bit longer if I was not trying to be careful with you guys. Or for you guys. And I still made a mess. Okay. So now we got to get this part off. And the last time I took this off, I think I just cut it off. Okay, popped it out. That's what we did. Popped it out. Bam. There we go. Popped it out. Okay, so now you're left with these holes. And we know nobody's going to want these holes inside of their planner. Nobody is going to want these holes inside of their planner. If I was not, you know, on the camera the way I was, guys, it would have looked a little bit better than this, but I'm okay with this for now. So how are we going to fix this? What we can do is one of two things. The last planner that I used, I actually put thumbtacks. I got a thumbtack, cut off the spiky part, E6000, and glued it right on there, and that works just fine. That works just fine. For this planner, since I'm using this cover for the new year, I'm going to be doing the same thing, but I'm going to be using brads. This is a friend of mine gave me these brads, and this matches the cover perfectly. So I'm going to be using the brads. I've got to go find my E6000, and then I will set that up and put it right in here like that. Put the E6000, cover it up, and we'll be good to go. You can use anything you want to be able to cover that up. So there we have it. There we have it. And so now my planner cover is ready for my mini happy planner. All right. Let me know what y'all think about it. And this part is almost going to be covered. It's not going to be quite covered. So I'll see if I'm going to find something to do with that. Or maybe not. It's war wounds, y'all. It's war wounds. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if this video or this tutorial was helpful, yes or no. But in real life, that's what happens when you try to do something like this. But I'm excited because we are done with step number 1, which is picking my cover and de-ringing it if necessary. So step number 2 is going to be putting in my bare bones happy planner that I will be using for 2019, getting that set up and picking any other one that I possibly will want to use for the year as well. So stay tuned for that. So putting in my happy planner is going to be next on part 2. See y'all later, and thanks for watching.